Today I want to share a recipe with you for Tikka Murg, which are curried chicken cutlets or patties. They're Indian. They are so good, so simple and inexpensive to make. Mike just loves them, so much so that I've made them twice in the past week. So first of all, I finely chopped some fresh coriander, about 3 tablespoons. Mike doesn't like coriander, but he really likes these patties. Then I finely chopped 1 small onion. Next, I chop about 1 large tomato. I only had really tiny ones, so I chopped a few. And I roughly chopped the tomatoes, as the bigger pieces in the patties are so delicious once they're fried. Next, I finely grate about 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger using the microplane. And then, still using the microplane, I grate just 1 clove of garlic. Into a big bowl, I put 500 grams of chicken mince. Next, I put 1/4 cup of almond meal. You can use soft breadcrumbs. I'm just gluten-free, and almond meal is a fabulous substitute for soft breadcrumbs. Then the fresh coriander, onion, garlic, ginger and tomatoes that I chopped up. Then I add 1 teaspoon of garam masala, then 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, and then 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And lastly, 3 teaspoons of salt. And the last ingredient is 1 whole egg. I give it a really good stir, then form the mixture into patties, which make about 8 patties. I then crumb them. I ran out of gluten-free breadcrumbs, so I used polenta, which is cornmeal, which works really great, or you could use soft breadcrumbs or anything you like. You can refrigerate them at this stage for an hour or so they firm up, so they're easier to fry, but seriously I didn't, and they still work great. I heat the fry pan up, and after a couple of minutes I add a good spoonful of ghee to the pans. I really love ghee with these patties. It adds such a wonderful authentic flavour. It's so yum. I gently place the patties into the pan and I fry them for about 8 minutes on each side over a moderately low heat. Whilst they're frying, I make a quick side salad. I de-seed a couple of mild chilies, chop them roughly, then peel and roughly chop some cucumber. Next, I cut some beautiful Roma tomatoes into quarters. And I combine it all together. I sprinkle in some fresh lemon juice, a little salt and just a little sugar. Fresh coriander would be a wonderful addition, but I don't want to push the coriander thing too far with Mike. And that's the salad done. So after the patties have been frying for about 8 minutes each side, I plate up. I add a little mayo to the plates, and that's dinner. So yummy, different and healthy. I'll leave the ingredients and measurements in the description. Thanks so much for watching. You really should try this. It's really yum. See you next time.